Good morning, students. In last class, we discussed various need of what is the need of data, what is database, and what is the need of the particular data warehouse. But how the data warehouse is processed is discussed in this session. Okay, so if we know that we store the data in the form of database. Okay, how we store the data? In what ways we store the data? So here we store the data in three formats called as structured data, semi-structured data, or and unstructured data. Structured data consists of only text data. It doesn't have any particular only text format data, and it doesn't include any type of other alternatives of the data. Whereas in unstructured data, the data is stored in the form of pictures, some videos, some audio files, so that there has some cues and all the comes under all these particular terminologies comes under. So that with the type of storing data is called as semi-structured data. Whereas in third one is called as that is unstructured data. And third one is called as semi-structured data and like XML files. Okay, the combination of both called as structured and unstructured data. So data warehouse is a it stores the heterogeneous of data like structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data, all comes under the storing of particular data warehouse. So this is called as a, as you know that this is called as a data. Okay, so the data, actually the data is stored in database is in the form of two categories called as OLTP and OLAP. Okay, OLTP is a particular server which stores the data, that is a online transactional processing. So OLTP is a server which stores the data. What type of data is nothing but time to time data, or the current data, or the day to day data. For example, if you take the bank servers, in bank servers or the any mobile company servers or any particular what we call as any uh, so what we call that bank servers, in bank servers we can say bank servers and mobile servers or any other informations or any comes under these two are the best examples called as bank servers and mobile servers. So these two servers are used to store day-to-day transactions. For example, if I ask a uh, particular person on which date he called, okay, on that day we will go and you retrieve particular information. Okay, so this is a online transaction. So online transaction processing is a server which stores the data. The data is a current day-to-day transactions. So what is the input of this data is already you know that it is any applications. So in any applications you fill the data. The data is stored in the one server. That server is called as OLTP service. Okay. Now this is the day-to-day transactions as we discussed. Now we have in most of in real world in most of the companies are asking another server called as OLAP servers, that is online analytic processing. Okay, see in this in previous example I told that OLTP we have a particular called as we have bank transactions and what we called mobile transactions, and last one is any online systems, right? So online systems is one of the best example for day-to-day transactions. Okay, right. Now coming to this another server, in nowadays most of the companies are asking the historical data. That is, if you take a small example, in current day one match is happening. In this day one match is happening, so that in this match who is the best player means we can easily identify a player which which performs very perfectly. If I ask if there is 10 matches are happened, in this 10 matches which one is the best one, so that there is no particular summarization of any data. So that for summarization of segregation of all the data in one summarized format so that we can easily identify what is going on. Okay, so that type of data can be stored in one server that is called as OLAP servers. OLTP servers are used to take the data from any application and stores the data in any format, stores the format, but the data is a day-to-day transactions. Whereas if I ask the data, if I ask the data that is a historical data, it has to store the data is in which format, in which server, OLAP servers. So OLTP server takes the input of applications and stores in OLTP server. Now if you go for any analysis for historical data, now the OLTP server gives the output of the data to the OLAP server. Okay, how it gives the how it gives the output to OLAP means by means of a tool called as ETL tools, that is extraction, transformation, and loading tools. So extraction, transformation, loading tool is a one of the tool which is used to take the data from OLTP and transfer the data in which format, OLAP format, and load the data in OLAP format. Okay, I hope you understand this concept. So we have various tools to convert this OLTP to OL. Maximum use ETL tools. Nowadays you go for Tableau. Okay, so all comes under Veka tools. All these comes under or Informatica tool. So all these comes under process of converting day-to-day transactions to OLAP server. Okay, and this OLAP server is called as simply data warehouse server. This OLTP server is called as DBMS server. Okay, you know that in DBMS you studied a transaction management, that is day-to-day transactions that can be done in OLTP servers. Now you are giving the summarization or analytical data of OLTP to OLAP so that you can easily understand the historical data in OLAP servers. Now, in OLAP server, you apply many mechanisms called as data mining mechanisms so that you can analyze the particular data warehouse and you can understand or knowledge, you get some knowledge to retrieve some analysis. So this is the process of database, OLTP, data warehouse, OLAP, and data mining knowledge extraction. So I hope you understand the need of data warehouse. Okay, thank you. So in next class we will discuss advance of your data warehouse. Thank you.